Hey, Audra. Long time no see. I'm good. How are you? I'm very busy. The end of the school year is ramping up, and I feel like it's been forever since I've been on, but it's only been like, I took 1 week off. Hey, Penny. Hey, Valentina. Alright. How's everyone doing? It's not telling me how many people are in here. There's a lot of names popping up, but I think it's just because we just started. So if you're new, we read through old diaries and type them out and learn about the people who wrote them. It's kind of like a puzzle that we put together as we read through the entries. We're in the middle of 2 diaries written in 1903. I don't know what those numbers are. Excited for the live, but tired. I'm tired too. It does feel like forever, yes. Oh, you're telling me the number of how many people. Thank you. I don't know why the update, it seems like it's working now. Every time I log into the TikTok, like, streaming thing on my computer, it's always updated and different. And I kind of have to, like, navigate it. But, yeah, so it did seem like a lot of people were coming in. I must be on the For You page or something. So we read through these diaries. We learn about the people who wrote them. As of right now, we have photos of Ralph. He wrote one of the diaries that we're reading. We don't have photos of Georgia yet. That is his, I guess, fiance, we're guessing. They are going to be married in December of this year, of 1903. So we'll get to read that, like them actually, both of their perspectives of their marriage. But we haven't seen anything mentioned specifically about them being engaged, so I don't know if that's about to happen or if it already has happened. But either way, we know that they will be married soon. So it's exciting to get to read both of their diaries from 1903. Usually we read through just one at a time, but since they were both written in 1903, we've been reading through both. So it's been a while, so I can't really remember anything specific that happened in the last live. We read through about 10 days now at a time. So I did peek ahead because I was getting all set up, and February 10th is a pretty rough day for them. So there's actually going to be a death in the family, which is not a great way to start off our live stream, but that's okay. So February 10th, got up. Oh, I think it's nice to be back too. Elise, thank you for saying that. You bought a diary from Massachusetts. The writer travels to New York and talks about business. Cool. I'm from Massachusetts, so if you have any questions about certain places, I might know them. It does feel like it's been ages, especially because at my job, it's been like nonstop. We had the art show, which was amazing. It came out so good. All the kids had artwork hung up, and they came in at night, and it was a big event. So it was worth it, but it's been like taking up every second of my free time for the past month or so. And now we have to grade and we have to get everything all wrapped up. We have only like 8 days left in the school year, so it's kind of crazy. But then it will be summer vacation and I'll get to relax a little bit. I'll be more consistent then. Speaking of which, next week's live is a Wednesday, not a Thursday. So next Wednesday, I think it's the 5th. Yeah, the 5th of June. That's going to be the next diary reading. So I do have an event already on my TikTok page. All right, got up at 7:15. This is Georgia, by the way. After breakfast, helped with work and got the boys ready for school. Came home at 9:30. Went to the office. Went downtown on... Margaret, I see you tagged me, but I don't know For what? I don't see any other words there. Oh, your kids, Rachel, are until June 26th. Do they start later? We start at the end of August. Or maybe you just have a longer school year than us. Or longer breaks. Don't you have, like, extra breaks? Or long... You have an Easter break, I think you had mentioned. I don't know. Maybe you guys get more, like, during the school year. Yeah, Heather, I feel the same way. Like, I've missed a lot because it's been a couple of weeks since we've kind of gotten into these diaries. So if you have any questions, I can try to answer them. It's tough because we don't get through much at a time because it's two different people. But basically, I don't know when you last tuned in, but basically Georgia is living in Waterloo while Ralph is at college. So Ralph goes to college during the week, and then he comes home to Waterloo to hang out with her over the weekends. And we've been kind of like, I can pull up the typed diary so far. This is on my website if you want to look at it. And we have some pictures of like his college friends and stuff. So basically, when he is away at school, he's constantly studying. And she spends most of her time helping her father, I think, at the office. So her dad's like a city engineer. Oh, making hot lemonade. Yep. He's feeling better. So that's good. All right. Went downtown on way home. At noon. Helped wash dinner dishes. Oh, thank you, Audra. That was something a little different. And I liked it too. I think I'll do more of that. I've been kind of bogged down by work lately, and just like, not that it's too much. It's just like I've been working a lot on that art show, and I haven't had much time to make. Hey Mo, how you doing? I haven't had much time to make videos, and I've been feeling like bad about it. But that one was pretty, like, it was a little bit of a quicker thing. So I might do more of that. I thought it was fun too. I love going on Google Earth and trying to like match up the places. And that town was easy because it was so small. So what she's talking about, what Audra's talking about, is I did a video, Ralph Slippy, where he goes to college, his college town. There were a bunch of old photos of the town in like the early 1900s and 1880s and stuff. And I took those pictures and then found the places, some of them, you know, some of the buildings obviously are gone, but I found as many as I could in, like, now on Google Earth, and I compared them. Last couple of months were rough. Probably will see you on Discord. Okay, awesome. No rush. No rush. It's good to see ya. All right. So, went downtown on way home at noon. Someone said, is that meant to be stayed home all day? Let's see. Helped wash dinner dishes, went to office. Oh, hold on. Oh, she said that again. Okay, hold on. Let me start over. I got a little distracted. Helped with work and got the boys ready for school. Came home at 9:30. Went to office. Went downtown on way home at noon. Helped wash dinner dishes, went to office, hitched up. And took Mama over the river. I'm not sure where you're seeing stayed at home all day. Oh, yes, here. Okay. It should be, grammatically, it should be, but she does use that. And I think that's like an old-timey, a lot of people in these diaries that I've been reading use that term, S-T-A-I-D, for stayed. But yes, you're right. Yeah, it is strange. It doesn't look right, but she's not the only person who's done it, so I think I'm going to keep it. But yeah, it is weird. Hitched up and took Mama over the river. Helped get supper and wash dishes. Lovely day, but something underfoot. Sloppy. It's probably talking, oh, thanks Christina for the follow. It's probably talking about like the condition of the roads, maybe very snowy, slushy. I don't think slushy. What do you guys think? but something underfoot. I don't know if she uses sloppy. Slippy? Like Ralph? Could be. It looks like 1P, but I don't know. She might be just like, I'm gonna write, I'll write sloppy. I don't know. Went up to Grandpa's a while. Hi, Artemis. Slopey, maybe like the snow was like sloping this way and that. It was hard to walk. I don't know. Went up to Grandpa's a while after supper. Went to bed at, didn't answer, didn't finish that. Uncle Daniel died this afternoon. The reason why I actually realized this happened on the first day we're reading is because I was looking for, she was talking about a funeral she went to in the last one we were reading, literally like a couple of days before, February 8th. She went to her Aunt Hester's funeral. And she had a couple of Hesters in her family, so I thought that it would be easy to figure out which one it was. But neither of the Hesters that I know, or that I have, is the one that died that they went to this funeral. So I was trying to find that, and I ended up finding Uncle Daniel. And we have a picture of Uncle Daniel. Yes, of course I have a slideshow, because I'm crazy. So I do have a picture of Daniel. And this is from when we read Georgia's 1895 diary. That's when we met Uncle Dan. So it's sad that Uncle Dan has died. This slideshow is ginormous, like all of them. This is one of the Hesters, but she didn't die in 1903, so it's not her. This is Daniel. Oh, hold on. This says died February 1st, 1902, though. I mean, that's probably just wrong. Their book, this is like an older book. I don't know. Maybe they got the dates wrong. Because he was born in 1827. There was another Daniel Berry who was like a distant relative who died in 1903 of like a crazy death. And we were confused for a while about which one was which. But this is definitely Daniel, her Uncle Daniel. So, I don't know. Okay, so we'll go to, that's her February 10th. Now this is Ralph. So right now, Ralph is in college. He's at Cornell College in Mount Vernon, Iowa. Is that her uncle or great uncle? Well, I believe Daniel is her great uncle, I think. Yes, because that's, hold on 1 second. Go back to her. I think it's great uncle Daniel. Because he's a Berry. Sophia Berry. Yeah, he's her grandfather's brother. And here I have 1903. I have that date. And that's where he lived, definitely, Big Creek. So I think that little book was just wrong. Is this a wealthy family? This one, yeah. So I have read through diaries where the families were very wealthy. Like the 1917 one that I started this whole hobby with, she was definitely like top of the social class. And that's why it was very easy to find lots of articles about her family and her friends and everything. This family, they seem well off, definitely. Her father is an engineer. Obviously, Ralph's going to college, so he's not like hurting. But he also becomes a mayor later. So they're definitely not like, they're well off. But it's earlier. It's 1903 versus 1917. So there's just like less published, I feel like. And they're in Iowa versus like Brooklyn, New York. So I feel like there's just they're well off, but they're harder to find. Oh, yeah, it is fun. You've done stuff like this with your grandma before. Nice. Yes, and speaking of, Sweet G said, I'm sure their descendants will love this. I've already been in contact with some descendants of Georgia, and they're going to take the diaries when we're done with them. So that's like the goal of these projects. We've already returned a few to a different family in Iowa, and now these have a home when we're done with them. I would like to find some relatives of Ralph's too, but we haven't really gotten that far yet, so. All right, so Ralph is off at college. Hi, Pat. He said that the weather was clear. Off day in astronomy. Studied till 9:15. Recited descriptive geometry. The only reason I know what that says is because he says it every single day. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to read it. And received letter from Georgia. Oh, which made me feel bad. I wonder if she told him. She couldn't have told him already about Uncle Dan. Because he died that afternoon. Maybe it was about her aunt's funeral. Went to chapel. Or maybe he's just feeling bad because he's like sad and he misses her. Went to chapel, then to chemistry. Till noon. After dinner, thank you for the follow, Steph Gers. After dinner, recited sanitary engineering. He's going to be a civil engineer. At 1:40. Wrote, I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on. Maybe not. I also have allergies right now. Wrote letter to Georgia. I feel like all day I've been on the verge of sneezing. And studied till supper time. Wow, that just went away. Are the WEA and the THER weather and thermometer? Yes, they are. Good catch. We were trying to figure that out in a couple of diaries ago. In the Weatherman diaries, they had the same thing, WEA and THER. And yeah, it's a place to write what the weather was like, and he actually usually does that. And then here is the temperature, but he doesn't usually fill that one out. Sometimes he does. Wrote letter to Georgia and studied till supper time. Mailed letter to Georgia. After supper, studied till 10 and went to bed. First I was wondering why they spelled Wednesday and Thursday that way. Yeah. Wednesday and Thursday. That's funny. All right, so now we jump back and forth. We're going to Georgia's 11th, February 11th. And although it does take longer and it's harder to like switch gears, I think it's worth it to read both of them at the same time because it's a couple, so it's their lives together. It's like, I think it's exciting. And I know lots of you do too who come every week, so it's worth it. Got up. Oops. At 7. Helped with work. And then went to office. Went to PO and stopped downtown. So when she talks about downtown, she's talking about Waterloo, Iowa, then home. Lovely day, but bad underfoot. So now she just says bad, but May P. I don't think we know who that is. Came up to visit me this morning. Went up to grandma's after dinner. Then to the office. Hitched up. Oh, can't type. Whoa, hitched up. And May is underfoot the other word too. She did say underfoot. She said something under. Oh, I put food. I meant foot. Yeah. So she said like something underfoot. Slopey. I feel like now I see slopey, which could make sense. Like maybe she means sloppy, but it could be like it was very slopey underfoot. It was like not easy to walk on. Yeah, it's the S word, so. Now that I went back, though, with fresh eyes, I feel like I saw, yeah, unsteady, exactly. I think I saw it slopey. Okay, hitched up. And May and I went over the river to Jane's. And then to Mrs. Holland's. I don't know who any of these people are, unfortunately, yet. Got home as supper was ready and helped wash dishes. Played flinch a while. Went to bed at 11:20. So one thing that we learned in the last couple of months of this diary is, it's so funny, because so Georgia and Ralph are like 20-somethings. They're, you know, about to get married. They have a lot of friends. They hang out with their friends, and they love the game Flinch, both of them. And apparently Flinch was a very popular card game back then. This is a copy of the game, the cards. Like, you can see what the cards looked like. I think this one is from 1903. If not, it's very, like, it's not far after that. But they loved playing Flinch, and they just kept doing it. And like, every time she hangs out with Ralph, they play together, and seems like she plays with her friends or her family. And we were talking about this, I think, last time. Like, the game was so popular that it was, like, well known that all the young people are playing Flinch. It's like an older version of Dominoes, yeah. So I think it's funny. It's just cool to read about things like that. And you can see how much they loved it, because they play it all the time. Suppose they didn't have TikTok for fun. That's true. Hi, Tash. Yep, that's very true. They had to entertain themselves in other ways. Okay. So I don't know if I should write down these names, because we really don't have much information. We have Jane. That's it. So we can't really find her yet, but maybe she'll mention Jane again. We have Mrs. Holland, who I feel like I might have seen that name before. And there's one clue, I guess, because we know that on the map, Georgia lived up here. So we know that Mrs. Holland, she said we went over the river. We know that Mrs. Holland lives down here somewhere. So that's one clue, but not really. It's so Flinch. Stop trying to make Flinch happen. It's never going to happen. That's so funny. Except it did happen. Someone was telling us in the chat, they were doing some research, and they sent that it got so popular that stores would, like, have to put up signs and say, like, no Flinch today, or I don't know. Okay, Wednesday the 11th, clear. This is a mysterious little symbol. I don't know what that means. Recited astronomy and descriptive geometry. Studied till chapel time. Went to chapel. And then chemistry. After dinner. You know what's crazy? We've read so many of his days over and over again. Thanks for the rose, Tash. That I know that he had chemistry till noon. Because he always has chemistry till noon. Or maybe at noon. That is genuinely really cool, though. An insight into the culture at the time. I know, it's so, like, when you think of 1903, or at least when I do, I feel like I just picture everybody and everything being boring. And that's totally not how it was, you know? But it's so funny to think, like, oh, these people, they're going around on a horse and carriage to play card games together. And it's just, there's certain things that don't, like, fun, like, trying, I don't know, there's certain things that don't age, that don't, like, get old, but then other things are, like, totally different. They'd be so overwhelmed with how different things are now. I know, that's just true. Imagine trying to explain TikTok. After dinner, hold on, I gotta find my spot. Oh, he played Flinch. Went downtown. Came back and studied till supper time. Played Flinch with Dr. something Grievers? E-A-V-E-R-S? Not sure. And Adam Cowan till 7:30. studied till 10:30 and went to bed. We do have the yearbook from 1903 for this college that Ralph is going to, so we can check that. I have a Patreon subscriber group, and we do the extra research together, so that I'll add that to our list. We'll look up Adam Cohen or Cowan, and maybe Dr. Grievers is a professor. So I don't know. But isn't that funny that they both played flinch in the evening on the same day and had no clue that each other were playing flinch? Sometimes that symbol can represent the sun in astronomy. Maybe they did that for sunny weather. Hey, maybe. I can't remember in this diary if he did that before, but he is taking astronomy. So I'm going to write that down. That would be funny if we could, like, maybe he'll keep making symbols and they'll actually end up, like, coinciding with the weather. That would be pretty cool. Okay, so that's the 12th. So I'm jumping back to Georgia. Not the place, the person. February 12th. Thanks for the follow, Alyssa. They recorded weather like that since the 1800s. Oh, cool. So another fun fact about Ralph, who's writing this diary, one of them, is he actually becomes a volunteer weather observer later. So Georgia's father right now, his name is Martin, right here. He is a volunteer weather observer for the city of Waterloo. So he, like, records how much it rains, and he has a little column in the newspaper where he shares his recordings and his, tracking. And later on, Ralph takes on that job in Waterloo. So after they're married and everything. So there are two weathermen in this kind of diary lore. And then the other diaries that we read that we actually gave back to a descendant, we nicknamed them the Weatherman Diaries because that guy was obsessed with the weather too. So it's kind of crazy that the things that, like, come together. But yeah, it would make sense since he's very into, like, documenting things, tracking things, it seems like, and so is Georgia. So it would totally make sense. Yes, the card game is called Flinch. It would make sense that he's keeping track of the weather that way. So I'm definitely going to keep an eye on that, because if there's any other symbols that were like, oh, that's weird, probably has to do with that. Thank you for sharing that. Got up at 6:45. After breakfast, oh, I guess that's a period. Oh, man. After breakfast, got ready to go to LP, which is LaPorte City, Iowa, to attend Uncle Dan's funeral. That's sad. Went at 8 and got back at 5:30. Went to Allie's and stayed. So she's using that term STAID again. Till after dinner, then down to the house. Went to cemetery and back to Aunt Ad's. So that proves too that this definitely is the right Uncle Daniel, because I'm missing the N. I'll go back. His wife's name was Adeline. Missing the N. After breakfast, got ready to go to LP to attend Uncle Dan's funeral. Went at 8 and got back at 5:30. Went to Allie's and stayed till after dinner. Where am I missing an N? In Flinch. Thank you. Oh, that's why you asked me that. Okay, thank you. Went back to Aunt Ad's. Then to Depot. And came home. We all went, helped get supper and wash dishes. Read a while. Nice day. Went to bed at 9:45. Okay. So I'm going to write down a couple of things. I think we already have Uncle Dan's obituary because we started talking about him a long time ago when we were reading her 1895 diary. So he lived in Big Creek, Iowa, which is right next to LaPorte City and Eagle Center. So this is actually a drawing of his house. I talked to the Historical Society over there, and they said that the house probably didn't really look like this. They kind of were very, they took artistic liberty with these old drawings. The house is not there anymore. They confirmed that. So that is his house. When she went back to Aunt Ad's, that's where she's going. This is Uncle Dan, and this is Aunt Ad's, Adeline. Let's see. Yeah, so this is a little newspaper clipping actually about his funeral. It mentions Georgia in there. This is a funny one. This article is from before, but it's about some guy came to Daniel Barry's house in the middle of the night, her uncle, to steal the chickens or something, and he stole a couple of chickens, but his false teeth fell out in the yard. And in the morning when Daniel woke up, he found his chickens missing, but he found this guy's teeth in the lawn. And it's actually, I'll click on it and see if I have the right link, because it was actually kind of funny the way. I love how these old articles are written. They're they're funny. I don't know, or very, very descriptive sometimes, but it's hilarious. This is the part, it was at the end, there was like a joke. Mrs. Barry said the mouth of the owner must have been as crooked as was his way of securing the popular delicacy of his table. But the party who left the teeth will have to make the chickens into soup or chicken pot pie, for he will certainly have trouble with his mastication. A full set of incisors and molars lying in a neighbor's hen coop cannot be expected to materially aid in the digestion of the party who left them there. Mr. Barry says that he has no use for the set of grinders, and as it must be a source of great inconvenience to the chicken roost robber to eat his catch with but a half set of teeth. I can't read the run-on sentences. The property will be returned to the owner by simply calling for and improving ownership. Oh my god, I didn't catch that. The guy's like, yeah, if the person comes back and says they're his teeth, I'll give them back to him. Like, what a stand-up dude. I wouldn't give the teeth back to the man who stole my chickens. That's funny. Like, now he can't eat the chickens he stole because he left his teeth behind. Like, how do your teeth fall out in the act of robbery? And then this is, like, he's building an addition to his barn or something. Thought we had another article about him passing away, but here, yeah. And again, like, the wording they use. Daniel Barry, well-known citizen, called to the spirit land. So, he was very determined to get those chickens, yeah. He traded them. Traded his teeth. I don't need to write Thursday. Okay, so this is Ralph's February 12th. Clear. John. Something came to breakfast with Clifford. John. What do we think? Turall? I'm gonna write John Tennell. Okay. Yep, I see that too. Again, maybe he's in... I spelled it wrong. Maybe he's in the yearbook. Came to breakfast with Clifford. I know what we can check. I mean, the yearbook is a lot to go through page by page on here, but I do have a couple of group pictures where it seems like most of the people that Ralph mentions are in this picture. So this one is, I think it's the Adelphian Society. Because Ralph is in this picture. And can we zoom in? A lot of other people he mentions are in this. So I wonder if we'll find... I was able to find a couple of people just by that kind of like process, just looking through. Like Clark, Tredick, this one. He actually... Ralph misspelled the name Tredick. But I went through this picture and found Tredick, and it was him. So we're looking for something that looks like Tenol or Turol or Turnol. The Adelphian Society, yeah. Here's Ralph Slippy right here. So Edwards, there's Turner. It's not Turner. Martin, Smalley, Whitmore, Draper, Slippy, Ferris, Dobson, Hurst, Bellamy, Parson, Pye, Macmillan. He talked about Macmillan before, I think. Clark, Tunnicliffe, not him. Elliot, Van Ness, Ebersol, Goodell, no. Neal, no. I'm looking at that double L. That's why I'm kind of thinking about those. I don't see anything that matches. So I do have a couple more pictures that he's in. This one. Or maybe this was a friend is in this one. Maxwell is in this one. That's what it is. So let's just look quickly. No. Maxwell's in this one too, but I don't have the link to it, so I can't read those names. Oh, hold on. There's a person named Terrell in the first... There's two. Look. J.J. Terrell, that's definitely him. Because John, right? I mean, it could not be him, but I feel like the odds are good. Oh, and then there's W.A. Terrell, W.G. There's a lot of Terrells on this football team. And I wonder, so Clifford, is Clifford also on this football team? It's so blurry, but he's not. But I feel like that's it. Give me a sec. Okay, awesome, Valentina. Thank you. Because you're the one who has been going through these yearbooks. I appreciate it. It's a lot of work to go through all the pages. But yeah, I think we found him. So what is it? It's a Terrall. Cool. So in the Diary Detectives group, though, now that we've found him, and we know, like, he was at this college at this year, we will be able to find out more about him, and we'll spend, like, time off the live looking up his obituary and his find a grave and finding on Ancestry. We can find out more about his family, find more pictures of him, hopefully. That's my favorite part. I love finding pictures of people, but we do already have one now, so why don't I just grab that? Actually, I'll wait until, Valentina, when you find that link, I'll wait, because I bet it will be better, it won't be as blurry as that screenshot I have. Okay, hold on, let me get this. I bet the college has public records. Yeah, I think we've seen some things that are from, like, the library in town. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that college has closed. So if they have archives and stuff, I don't know where they would be. But I'm pretty sure the issue is that some pages aren't scanned. Yeah, I'm sure that, yeah, that makes sense. Because the screenshot wouldn't really be blurry. It would be blurry if I zoomed into it, which I thought maybe was the case. But yeah, it's just people scan. It's like when I take pictures and I have a blurry one. Yeah, so he goes to Cornell College in Mount Vernon, Iowa. And I'm pretty sure it's closed. Maybe it's not. I thought I saw that it was closed. Maybe it must have been a different college that I was looking at. Cool. So this is where he must have gone when he went to chapel. I have some old pictures of the college too, but I don't know why I thought it was closed. Notable alumni. Ralph Slippy should be in there. It is pretty. I love the old pictures of it too. I'll find the slide. So that, like, these pictures I love. This is the main building. Culver Academy in Indiana, huh? This is one of the churches nearby. He does talk about going to the Methodist church, I think, so that's why I put that in there. These are some buildings, Bowman Hall to Chapel, and then another hall. So when he talks about going to Chapel, he's going there. And that was the other picture too, the big picture. This is like an aerial view of the college a little later. And then I think this one's cool because the buildings look so, they almost look scary. They're like very pointy. This one's very pointy. That must be the chapel. So yeah. I'll write down Clifford too. I feel like we might have found him. Let me actually just check quick. He mentioned Clifford. He mentioned Clifford. We don't have him. Mentioned him. Oh, Clifford is the one that his light exploded. There was a, oh my god, sorry, I'm freaking out. There's a mouse in my ceiling. Oh, I could hear it. I'm in the basement right now, that's why. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, what was I saying? What was I saying? That just totally... Yes. Well, so we just moved into this house, or like a year ago, but we haven't really, like, closed up all the little fun extra things that the people who lived here before left us. And there's, like, a hole down here in the ceiling where there used to be a stove, like it must have been a wood stove or something, so you can tell it was like an exhaust hole, so that hole is just there, and it kind of, yeah, there's a mouse in there, so there's like, it got in probably from the side of the house, I don't know, but you know, we live near the woods, so it happens. It's not like the end of the world. It was just, it freaked me out that I could hear it. Thought it was gonna come down on me. All right, what was I talking about? This guy, his friend. What was his friend's name that I was talking about? I got very distracted. Clifford, thank you, Clifford. Yeah, so Clifford, I think it was in his dorm room or his apartment or something, a light caught on fire and Ralph threw it out of the window of the dorm room and saved them all. And then he helped Clifford install an electric light. So that didn't happen again. Okay, thank you, Valentina. Okay. We'll have to get the cats on the mouse. They have caught one already. And then I think after a while, the mice will learn their lesson. Yeah, it is still pretty blurry. It's a little bit better. I'm going to grab his picture. So he's top. Get out of here. This thing is so annoying. He's up here, right? Because are there 5 rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Ooh, he's got a turtleneck. Hold on. Go to the next page. You can see their names clearly. Cool. Okay. Oh, cool. Okay. Tree Dick. There he is again. A. Terrell, J. Terrell. So it's Terrall. Cool. I'm going to put Terrell's picture in here and link it, and I'll kind of make it look prettier later. But that's awesome. I love when we can find a picture of someone. Okay. Came to breakfast with Clifford. Terrell. Oh, I'll change the name now that we know. Recited astronomy, then descriptive geometry. Took exam in geology to, hi Grandma. Took exam in geology to make up D in last winter's work. Oh my god, he got a D? Didn't he talk about before making up a deficit or something? I think he had said that, so. Received letter from Georgia. And went to chapel. Then to chemistry. Studied till 1:40 and recited sanitary to Professor Williams. Studied till supper time. After supper, played flinch again with Clifford and Van Buren till 6:30. Studied till 11. Took short walk and went to bed at 12 p.m. That must be a.m. Yeah, it must be an A. Okay. Lots of studying for Ralph all the time. Pop back to Georgia. It's interesting that he didn't say anything about her Uncle Dan yet. Yeah, Van Buren. I think I saw that name in the book, but I wonder if we've seen him so far. I think I just recognized it because I saw him in one of these. Let's look. Van Ness. Is it Van Ness? No, definitely. It might not be Buren, but it's definitely Van something. I thought I saw Van Buren. Oh, here. Yeah, he's actually, if this is the one, it is him. Yeah. Cool. Next page on bottom right. The next page of this. Oh yeah, he's here. You're totally right. There he is. So he's in a couple of places. Okay. Back to Georgia. Oh, here. Oops. Oh, it's almost Valentine's Day. Your streams are the only time I'll hit ignore on my TikTok time limit. Oh, SpongeBob Strong Pants. You're so kind. That's funny. SpongeBob Strong Pants. I'm glad you enjoy it. I find it relaxing too. Got up at 7. Oops. Helped with breakfast dishes. Went to office. Helped with dinner and dishes. When she says dinner, she's talking about lunch, like what I would call lunch. Went to office. Did I zoom out on this? I feel like I did. Okay. Seems smaller. Helped. Oh, hitched up. Went to train to meet Ralph as he came up to spend Sunday. Went to Grandma's and home. Helped wash supper dishes. Played flinch, of course. Nice day. Went to bed at 11:45. Okay. Ralph. Friday the 13th. Okay. A little bit faded, the words. Freshman disturbed me off and on. Oh, they had a party. That's hilarious. Freshman disturbed me off and on all night. Got up at 7. Went to astronomy, descriptive, geometry, and then downtown. Went to chapel, then to chemistry. Finished 10th, and softs were fresh something to chapel. Okay, hold on. I gotta try to decipher this. Finished 10th and maybe I should check that. February 13th. I don't know. It kind of looks like it has an I in it. Finished 10th. Oh, I know what it is. It's acid. Because he's been doing... oh, yeah, Valentina always comes in clutch. Oh, thank you. Here he is. Cool. John J. Terrell. Adelphian Literary Society. Cool. So I'm gonna save that. And I'm gonna put them in here. And link to this. We have a system. Okay. Go back here. Finished 10th acid. So he's been working and he was saying like, oh, I finished the 3rd acid in chemistry. The Brotherhood of Modern Woodworkers. Love it. Finished 10th acid. Oh, back here. Softs were fresh something to chapel. Fresh? It's talking about sophomores, right? War. Oh, yes. You said someone said shirts. Okay, hold on. Sophomores wore frosh shirts. What's frosh? Frosh is a term for freshmen? I didn't know that. Okay. Shirts to chapel. But met with us. But met with no opposition. Is that like a joke they played? Shaved and went to Waterloo. Wooloo, that's what he says. On afternoon train. Arriving, not among, arriving there at 5:15. Met Mrs. Berry on train at LaPorte. And Georgia met us at train. Went up to Mrs. Berry's before supper. After supper, played flinch with Mrs. N. and Smith. I'm gonna check that. If you had to wear a uniform, you would have to wear the correct uniform according to your year. Ah, okay, so they all, like, wore the freshman uniforms. I'm assuming as a joke, like a prank? Maybe to get back at the freshmen for keeping him up. Ah, nice. Boom, here I am. Okay, February 13th. I'm just going to check this. Yeah, with Mrs. N. and Smith. I don't know who that is. Oh. Mrs. Newton would be Mrs. N, though. Yeah, so normally I was on a Tuesday live schedule. I'm switching to Thursday because now I have a class every Tuesday. But next week, I'm sorry guys, it's been like a couple of random weird weeks, but next week is going to be Wednesday because I have something on Thursday of next week. But after that, it will be consistently Thursdays. It's just a busy time of year at work. Okay, February 14th, got up at 6:40. After breakfast, hitched up and took Ralph and something out to the Burlington track where they begin to work. Sam? Must be Sam. So he's still working on the train tracks. Went to office. Helped do dinner work. Went downtown and to office a minute. Hitched up. And went the other side of Washburn after the boys, but missed them and came back again. Went up to Grandma's. I think I just saw a nice day. Yep, nice day, but snowed a little and was some windy. Went to bed at 10. The boys stayed at Washburn. All night, as no way to come home. Oh no. So she went to go get them. She missed them somehow. And then they ended up having to stay there overnight. I wonder if he's going to be mad about it. We'll see. Stupid Georgia went to the wrong place to pick us up and we got stuck in Washburn. All right. So the weather was snow in PM. Got up at 6:30. Went to office at 7. And Georgia took Sam and I. So funny how it mirrors. Georgia took Sam and I to CRD and P, or CRI and P, isn't it? I don't know. It looks like a D there. Crossing with State Road. Sam and I started on line of levels to Gilbertsville. There was someone in here on the live a long time ago when we were reading through Georgia's diary whose family was from Gilbertsville. I remember that. Hold on. To Gilbertsville Bridge. Stopped 20 minutes for dinner and got within half a mile, half mile of bridge at dark after running 9 miles. So yes, I can zoom in, sorry. He is working on railroad tracks. He was doing this before he went back to college. Also, after running 9 miles. Left bridge at 6:30. Awful tired. But did not find Georgia. And there's no way to, like, I guess they could call, but not everyone had telephones back then. Did not find Georgia, so we went to Washburn. Three miles. And got supper at 8. After supper, telephoned, yep, and found Georgia had just got back. Felt awful disappointed. And rather mad. Oh, he is mad. Uh-oh, their first fight, and rather mad because she did not something to bridge as she planned. She did not. What does that say? Well, he should have been there. That is funny. Thank you, No. I love niche hobbies. Yep. What does this say? She did not go. She did not go. Like, fully to bridge? No. Delay to bridge. Clearly to bridge. Dearly. I don't know. Ow. I feel like he's saying she didn't go all the way to the bridge as she or as we planned. Early. It could be. I see the L first. I see, like, delay. She did not go delay to bridge. Okay. As we or she planned. Went to bed at 10. That's so funny. I was kidding when I said he's mad. She didn't delay. She did not. I feel like that says go. She did not go delay to bridge as we planned. Yeah, maybe she didn't go. That down line is from bed below. Oh, clear. She didn't go clear to bridge. You're right. This is bed, so it's not a Y. Thank you, Penny. It could be she did not go clear to bridge, because that means, like, didn't go all the way. I think that's it. Thanks, Penny. Always got to look out for that. There's that. We run into that a lot, where a word from below interferes, and yeah, great catch. Nice. Oh, so on Valentine's Day, they're mad at each other. Well, you didn't come to the bridge, Georgia. I did. She tried. Why would she go there and purposely not pick them up? He wasn't where he was supposed to be. I'm on Georgia's side. I know, I forget, too, to look at the line below. And your name is Penny, too. All right, got up at Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you guys couldn't see this. Got up at 8. After breakfast, hitched up and went to Depot after Ralph as he came home. Visited all day. Helped wash dinner and supper. Oh, hold on. TikTok is like, your live is inactive. No, I'm here. Okay. Helped wash dinner and supper dishes. Visited in evening. Ralph went back at 1 o'clock. And so I went to bed at 1:40. Ooh, they didn't really get to hang out this weekend. Rather cold day as so windy. Team Georgianna. Yes. Always Team Georgianna. She can do no wrong. Oh, his handwriting, man. Okay. February 15th. I think I got a few more days in me. Cold. +8, probably meaning 8 degrees above 0. Got up at 6. I drove to Gilbertsville and finished level line quarter-mile. And came back and took 9 o'clock train to Waterloo. Georgia met me at train with Hector. Hector is the horse. She felt bad because something her for not going to the bridge because I blamed her for not going to the bridge. You had one job, woman. Also, we had her for not... Oh, hold on. Also, we had... Oh no, they're fighting. We had 2 other things come up, which we something of after feeling. Okay, hold on. What does this say? Which we despaired. She felt bad for not doing the right thing. We something, ED. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm assuming it's something like they disagreed or they fought about. We despaired. Disposed of. Okay, hold on. So, also we had 2 other things come up, which we disposed of after feeling rather bad about them a while. Pent up anger. Could be disagreed. Oh yeah. Okay. After dinner, talked with Georgia all afternoon. Took bath just before dinner. And Shaved something just before supper. After supper, talked with her until time for the train at 1:50. He leaves at like 2 a.m. That's crazy. I hated to leave, but of course had to. Ooh, they are not happy. After dinner. Or did I mess up? After dinner. I can't find where I was. Shaved right before supper, after supper. Okay. I don't know what after dinner, where I messed that up, but if you can point me in the right direction, I can fix it. Sometimes it's hard for me to go back and find things. All right. Maybe we'll do 2 more days. Oh, it's so hard to get through these days. They're like long entries, I feel like. Maybe I should go to the 20th. End on an even note. Got up at 6:50. Washed the dishes. I'll zoom in more, sorry. Was at office all day. Went to P.O. post office. Washed dinner dishes. Played flinch in the evening. I got supper and washed dishes as Mama was up to Grandma's to supper. 11 below, so it was cold, but sunshiny. That's cute, sunshiny. Went to bed at 10:30. I know, I feel like all she does is dishes and goes to the office. I like how she said sunshiny. I think that is very cute. Okay, February 16th for Ralph. Cool, clear, windy, and -8. Okay, I'll zoom in more. His handwriting is tough, and the way he writes with pencil, it's like pretty, it's like not as hard sometimes, and the light reflects off of it. It's frustrating. And plays flinch, yeah. Slept and drives everybody around. She's like always going around to pick up her dad or driving Ralph back and forth. And yes, Penny, that's a good point. They did have people who were boarders in their house. They had like another half of the house, I think, that they rented out. So I think a lot of the housework that she's talking about is for them. Slept on CRIMP, pretty sure it's CRIMP train. And at Depot. In chair. Oh, till 5. Okay, I can imagine that he's probably uncomfortable and moody because he's been like sleeping on trains and in hotels and in chairs at the depot. That's awful. I'm just using Google Docs here, and these are just pictures that I took on my phone. Got up and went to Pullman something for breakfast restaurant. Took train from Cedar Rapids. I was looking at the Pullman restaurant earlier today trying to find it, and I did find, oh, bye Grandma. I did find the new Pullman inn, or like the hotel, I think it was. So I'm assuming this must be the restaurant in the hotel. No, I don't have relatives in North Carolina. Cedar Rapids. Something in astronomy. worked on. I don't know what that says. Where did I put the book? Okay. Oh, these books are like falling apart. February 16th. So small. Flunked. I think it says flunked in astronomy. Uh-oh. I know I need to get a magnifying glass. I'm pretty sure it says flunked. We'll hear more about it, I'm sure, if it does. Recited descriptive. I thought he was flunking geology. Geometry. And studied. I mean, he is spreading himself pretty thin. Is it descriptive? No, it's not descriptive chemistry. Descriptive geometry. And studied till 10:30. Went to chemistry. And finished something quantitative analysis. Or quantitative. Is that a thing? Quantitative? I know quantitative. I'm just gonna click on that. Okay. Recited sanitary engineering in PM and got astronomy lesson. Slept till 4:30. And studied till supper time. After supper, wrote home and then mailed letter and studied till 11. Made hot lemonade and went to bed. There it is again. He loves his hot lemonade. Maybe he's starting to not feel too good. I wouldn't feel good if I was sleeping in the middle of train depots on a chair either, though. Okay, February 17th. Got up at 7. So, this is Georgia. Helped wash breakfast dishes. Served a while. And helped... Oh. Yeah, she must be talking about the boarders. Because she served them, helped do other work, and get dinner. Or got dinner. Went to office in afternoon. Helped get supper and wash dishes. Elizabeth and I went to the YMCA. Ooh, an event. Fix this. Went to the YMCA to the men shall something quartet. We will figure that out. Quartet. And it was fine. Went to bed at 11 o'clock. Cold. Alright, so they are in Waterloo, Iowa. I'm going to open up the newspapers.com. I'm going to type in Menschel. Cool. I'm just going to stop there. We'll see if we get it. Quartet. I don't know, she spelled it like that, but... And we're in February. No, I'm not using a particular software. It's actually, it looks fancy, but it's just Google docks. And it's a table. So I have her on this side, him on this side. But I'm glad it looks nice. Looks like more fancy. February 17th, 1903. I mean, I should probably open that up a couple days before and after, but we'll see. In Waterloo. Maybe I'll look up YMCA, actually. Quartet. No. I think I can't do these periods. It like messes it up. Okay, I'm gonna change this to no good results. Why doesn't it let me like, okay, on the night that's mentioned, male quartet sang, no. I'm gonna start over, because then you can add a range like anyone that you want. We're gonna look up YMCA. We'll spell quartet like she did. We're going to do we'll just do all of February 1903. Waterloo, Iowa. Come on. 0 good matches. Oh, found it. Thanks, Peyton, for the follow. Can we find any info about it being a boarding house? Yeah, well, it was because it was on a census. That's where I got that idea from, because they had like 6 boarders in the 1900 census or something. The next YMCA entertainment course, Merdice and Male Quartet Co. Cool. So this is the event. I'll save that article and clip it for the little scrapbook that I make. Okay, Ralph's February 17th. Studied till 8:30. Does that say studied? Oh, and he did say that it was -10. Studied till 8:30. Recited descriptive geometry and went downtown, but did not go get my mail. Was very much disappointed. Did not get any mail. Was very much disappointed. Went to chapel. Thank you, guys. Went to chapel and then to chemistry. Commenced quantitative analysis. Analysis. Recited sanitary engineering to professor at 1. Studied till 5 and went to PO, post office, but found no letter, from Georgia. Yeah, giving him the cold shoulder. That's not good. Very disappointed. Well, you blamed her. Of course she's not gonna feel like writing to you right after. Blame her and then leave. Does that say Professor W? Where? Here? Or Professor? Oh, yeah. Did I just write... Hold on. Sanitary engineering to... It does, yes. To Professor Williams, probably. Okay. Very disappointed. After supper... Played flinch till 7. Clifford brought letter from Georgia. So she did write to him, which I answered at once and went downtown and mailed. Studied till 11 and went to bed. It's so funny that, like, they were just together the day before, right? Yeah, pretty much. And they're already writing letters back and forth. They must have gotten delivered very quickly. Because they're not that far away from each other, but it's just funny that, like, you're going to see her again in 3 days, but they couldn't text, I guess, so I just don't get it. We were on a break! That's funny. We were on a break. Got up at 6:50. Helped wash dishes. I bet she wrote that letter, like, later than usual, just to send him a message, you know? Helped wash dishes and other work. Make him sweat a little bit. Very cold day again. Didn't go to office at all. Helped get dinner and wash dishes. Went downtown and to post office. And then early 1900s version of leaving him on red. I love that. Or like when you see the little text bubble, like when it's pops up and goes away, it's like the same feeling. Went downtown into PO, helped get supper, and wash dishes. Worked on fancy work, embroidery, all evening. Went to bed at 10:15. I can't believe there's actually like drama happening. That never happens. Okay. February 18th. I'll read till the 20th. I feel like that's a good place to stop. Got up at 7. Oh, Ian's calling me. Hello. Yes. I'm almost done. Okay. See you in a bit. Bye. Ian. I know, I'm here for it too. The 1903 T. Got up at 7. Went to astronomy. Oh, I forgot -12. I'll tell him you said hi. -12. So what they were fighting about is Ralph works. So he's in college right now, but he also works on a railroad, I guess, on the side. So he went to go visit Georgia over the weekend, and Georgia took him and his friend Sam to go work on that railroad, like a few towns away. And I guess Georgia was supposed to pick them up at the bridge at a certain time, and she apparently, I don't know, I'm on her side, but apparently she didn't go all the way to the bridge, which resulted in them not meeting up, and then Ralph had to go stay in a hotel. So he was mad at her. And then when she picked him up the next day, he was mad at her, and he blamed her for, like, the whole thing, and that's why they're mad at each other. And then he said, like, when they were arguing about that, yeah, Rachel, he was unpunctual, so they got stuck there for the night. Serves them right. Yeah, Georgia was trying to do the right thing. Maybe the road wasn't great to get all the way to the bridge. She's on a horse. She has a carriage. I don't know. I think Ralph was probably just in a mood because he had to stay in the cold and he didn't want to stay in a hotel. But anyways, they also, I guess, argued about other things on the way home. Because you know how that happens. Like, one thing, you fight about one thing and then everything else comes back up. It's okay. It's healthy. Got up at 7. Well, it's healthy if they make up. Got up at 7, went to astronomy and descriptive geometry. Went to my room and studied. Oh, and another thing. Yeah. And you know what else? And studied till 10:30. Skipped chapel. Went to chemistry. And started analysis of silver dime. After dinner, recited sanitary just sanitary, but he's talking about sanitary engineering and studied till 5, went to PO after supper, studied till 11, and went to bed. Oh, by the way, my Patreon people, I sent a poll for the next live, like our next video meeting, I mean, for June. I'm trying it just in the Discord instead of Google Form, because I think it's like, why not just keep it in one place? I think it might be easier, but hopefully it works. So it's in the video meeting tab if you guys have it open. Thursday the 19th of February. Yeah, it is. It's better to keep everything together, and it's less work too. Like sometimes it's annoying to make a form and like change things and copy in. It's easier to just do it on there. Okay, cool. I didn't check it yet, so. It worked for whatever other thing we were voting for. Okay, good, Valentina. And also, I can move it. I don't know why I'm saying this now. I just feel like we're all here in one place. I could move it up earlier if you guys want to, if it's later in June, because I won't be working. Got up at 7. Helped with dishes. Helped with washing. Get dinner and wash dishes. Fixed a collar and bell. Got ready and went to R.I. Depot to meet Ralph. Belt, did I? Oh, belt. Okay, that makes more sense. Got ready and went to R.I. Depot to meet Ralph. Then to G.W. Depot and found him and went to Rhinebeck to attend an OES banquet. That's the Order of the Eastern Star. Had a fine time. Helped wash the supper dishes. A nice day. I know, I wonder how the meetup went, because they were going to a banquet together where there are other people, so I bet they were like acting like everything's fine. All right. Yeah, hopefully they make up and we actually like hear the resolution, but I feel like it was just a little argument. Maybe she's not even like thinking about it. He just was annoyed. They still get married, so we know they make up. Snow. Something cloudy, part cloudy. Warmer. Got up at 7. Recited astronomy and descriptive. Yeah, it's probably partly sunny. And descriptive geometry. Went to PO, but got no letter from Georgia. So he was PO'd. Studied. Like, she just saw you 12 hours. Or no, I get so confused because I read hers and then I think this is the next day. No, this is the same day. Okay. Studied and went to chapel. Then to chemistry. Shaved after dinner. He's been shaving a lot. And went to PO. Then studied till a train came. 30 minutes late. Everyone fighting with Ralph now. I know. All of a sudden we hate him. We're girls. Something to Waterloo. West Side Depot. But did not find Georgia. I don't know if that says went. I'm just going to say that because I'm lazy. I don't feel like opening it up. Went to Waterloo, West Side depot, but did not find Georgia. This seems to be a problem. Georgia's something? What is... Did not find Georgia's... I don't know. Arranged? Annoyed? Yeah, I don't know. As arranged. Oh crap, it is. So he's a little annoyed for sure. I didn't find her as be arranged. Oh, that's okay. That is funny. Again. Maybe Georgia has a problem with punctuality. It doesn't seem like she does, though. Well, he was 30 minutes late, so she was probably there and left. Went to... Hold on. Went to the house and then to East Side Depot. Had just time to get my ticket. Rode to West Side. Found Georgia. And we both went to Rhinebeck. Train 1 hour late. Went to Eastern Star Banquet. And got there. Or got home. At 12:30. They're out so late. Talked till 1. And went to bed. Girl ain't going to wait around for him, I know. Yeah, so it sounds like maybe she also took a train there or was supposed to. And they didn't meet up. Well, his train was late, so she probably kept going or something. Like, she was supposed to meet him there, but she went to the next place, because then they met. Oh, someone's trolling on Steam, or on, what is it called, Twitch. Long time lady before she married my brother. Oh, sister-in-law supposed to be an awful timekeeper. That's funny. Yeah, I have a feeling it's just because their trains didn't match up. Maybe, because how was she supposed to know? Maybe she thought he already was there and he kept going. I think they were supposed to meet at one depot and then go to another one and then go to Rhinebeck. Rhinebeck is the town he grew up in, by the way. That's funny. She didn't mention, she mentioned him, that meeting him. But, she didn't mention the mix-up. Okay, last one for today. Alright, got up at 7:30. Talked till train time. And went to Waterloo. Wait. Oh, hold on. I'm in Ralph's. Move this. We're reading George's first. I'm getting tired. He's obviously a bit more sensitive than her, yeah. I know, you'd think she'd be writing about it. Maybe she just doesn't even, like, get it. She doesn't know he's annoyed about it. Okay, February 20th. Got up. Again, she got up at the same time, so almost the same exact start. Helped with breakfast, dishes. Went and called on Mrs. Sloss. Came home at noon. Are with me, Ralph. Helped wash dinner dishes. Went to office, hitched up, and went over the river and took a drive. R went back to Rhinebeck so as to attend Lodge collected a bill from Baker and brought Elizabeth home with me. Helped with supper and dishes. I know she's calling him R now. Maybe she's really mad at him. Helped with supper and dishes. Went up to Grandma's a while in the evening. Fine day. Went to bed at 9:45. She goes to bed early when she's not with R. All right, let's see what R was up to that day. Got up at 7:30. Talked till train time and went to Waterloo with Georgia. Had dinner and went to office and helped her make something right dedication and helped her I don't know what that says. Something helped her make printed. No. You repeated help with supper and dishes. Ooh, okay. She does do that a lot, but I'll okay, thank you. Help with supper and dishes, help with supper and dishes, yep. Wonder what that says though. Helped her make something. Right, dedication. I can try to zoom in, yeah. I feel like it starts with a P. I'm gonna just see what's next. Sunday? Ooh, maybe. I don't know if I see a Y at the end though. Went up and hitched up. I'm just gonna move on and then you guys can send them if you want ideas. Went up and hitched up and drove over to collect bill of Major Baker. Something to wait. We had to wait. Oh, Anne had to wait. Yeah, so it's right. You're right, it's right dedication. So, went to office and helped her make something right dedication. Is it a name? Could be. Partner. Fund. And helped her make fund. I have no idea. Had to wait till train time. Train was 10 minutes late, and we drove over to a cousin of Georgia. Make something and write dedication. Oh, the small little T at the end looks like it could be a plus. Okay, yep, okay. So helped her make something, and wait, this is a plus. Right? Make something and so write dedication. So make helped her wash. Maybe it's not make. Maybe it's wash. Make fun. practice here. Yeah, make, I don't know. I definitely see that now. Does she mention? No. Him helping her with anything? I don't see it. Oh, I'm getting tired. Helped her make something. Hi. Come say hi. Oh, you could see him actually. Valentina said hi to you earlier when you called the phone.
Oh.
When you were on the phone. I'm on the last day. Do you want to? Oh, you can try reading. Train was 10 minutes late. Let me find our spot here. Train.
I'll never.
Your voice is
sorry.
so loud in my ear.
I could never read that.
You're gonna try. Hold on. Train was 10 minutes late. See, 10 minutes late.
It's completely.
And we drove over to a cousin of Georgia's.
I can sort of see 10 minutes
to
after
leave
you
a
said.
letter.
I can try to read it from the top.
No, you're gonna start here because we're here.
Where?
Georgia's to leave a letter here. It's killing
To
me.
leave a lettuce came French
Back.
freight
And
the het to
bought ticket
remember
to Rhinebeck.
when after
Hold on, let me catch up with you. And went after
Hegel shoot
supper
shed
to
with Joe
okay, hold on.
Joe Sitwert
Supper to talked
devil
with folks till they
had Jackie
went to a party.
I they
And
do
then
who, and till
read till
a front
about
Gazoba
9 o'clock. You're good at this.
and what
And went
TP
to
fed,
bed.
unveiled head
Wished I had stopped.
Stop? That says
Yeah.
stop?
Stayed. Maybe it's
was.
stayed. At Willoo, which is Waterloo. Thank you for that, Ian. Did you guys enjoy that? Anyways, that's where we're stopping anyways. I know it is like yeah, I think it's stayed. It is tough to read. I feel like after time you'd kind of get used to it, but it is funny to hear him try.
I got him.
Oh, he can help us say goodbye. Bye-bye. He's freaking out. Say bye, Cod. All right, everyone. So next week, it's a Wednesday. Don't forget, I put a event on my TikTok page. So if you go to my bio, my profile, it will have the date. So you can sign up for it to give yourself a notification. I also send notifications in the Discord. There is a free Discord on my link tree, and then there's also the Patreon Discord. So I send reminders everywhere that I possibly can. Next week is a Wednesday, but then after that it's going to be Thursday again. So I hope I see you then. Thanks for everybody. Thanks everyone who joined for the first time today and everyone who comes back every week. Oh, your grandma, Ian. I thought you left, Grandma. Thank you. Thanks, Nikki. Bye-bye. He's playing with Claude over there. What do you have? A robe tie? Okay. All right. Thanks, Tash. All right. Bye, everybody. Have a good night, too.